The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. To determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The conference championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. We'll go play action here. It's Milroe. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Milroe. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Milroe from the gun. Connects on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. Jets pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Man, such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
A gain of 12. Hey, Lion! And the Jaguar first down.
They read that screen perfectly. Interception! Jermaine Pratt picks it. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Jaguars nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
First carry now. This is Bashal Tutin. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On an aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Drawing up the design keeper. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. They got 2 yards there. That leaves him with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. 7 yards on that pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Let's go. Focus.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. Spins out of one side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Hand off to Tutin. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Jaguars trim the lead to 1. We know all these players are aware of what's at stake here, Brock, and that is the score they needed to get them moving in this conference final.
We know it's not how you start, it's how you finish, especially with stakes this high. Jeez, you couldn't start any better.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
First play is going to be a give to Jeanty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
60 bites.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Finds Jeanty underneath. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Jeanty from the gun. They're working a couple yards past the line. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To the air, Milroe. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First down throw here from Milroe. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing here, Milroe. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Ready?
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Jeanty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
On the give, it's Tootin. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a one-point game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found his seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. Running from the pistol here with Jency. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Ready, set.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Give now to the running back. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at first down here. Off the play fake, Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Positive that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead with Genty. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
Let's go. Ready.
And off to Genty. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. To throw. Here's Milroe. Cut out left. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Milroe now to throw. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Wow.
3rd and short, it's Milroe. He's got a man left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Rip, 23.
Tootin gets it from the gun. Cuts his way through a tackle. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Hey, go.
Running left, it's Hunter. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Red.
Throw here, 3rd down. Finds the in route, complete. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
18, Cardinal, 18.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Ready!
Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Get it!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. That quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Carlson's kick is good, and that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Danny Gray to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's reeled in by Benson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. Second and 3 now. Kick the running back in motion. Lawrence looking to throw. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Moving on into the red zone. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
And the Jaguar
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Son, it's hot.
Looking inside the red zone. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with the quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Lawrence working from the gun. Finds a man right side. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
On third down, here's Sutton. So he puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. They've got fourth down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense. Hey, facing a deficit, it's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room. They will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Milroe. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Now it's Milroe. It's a screen play to Genty. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Milroe from the gun. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Red on red.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Sutton with it. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Able to get it to Benson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Sticking to the air with Lawrence. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron!
Inside give here for Tootin. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Rip, 23.
Now Lawrence. Pass brought in. And he gets this forward to the 19.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect of your teammates.
Let's go.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go!
Trying the right side. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars bring it back to even. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Ooh, almost to throw the Costin. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. 2nd and 10. No room to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Brought in by his back here is Shenty. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
44-yard line.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Plowing up the middle. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever won the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Milroe to throw. On target to Thornton. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. And then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Milroe. Caught near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now it's Tootin. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He's looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, run!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Connects on the crosser. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Lawrence throwing here. Catch made over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. the sticks.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up second down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about will power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And great try at that first down.
He's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
2 yards. And it's third down.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's Jaguars football, and their playoff run is in jeopardy. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Red on red.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard
New set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
These are 24.
Looking inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darian Porter. So we'll get some extra help with that return. And after the interception, they're going to be down inside the 40.
Well, the pick came in one end zone. I think for a while there, Kate, it looked like it was going to finish in the other end zone. They don't get the points. Boy, did they get a whole bunch of momentum after an outstanding return right there in the enemy territory.
Milroe with it on 1st. Buying some time right. He can run it. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
The give here on 2nd. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that first down marker.
On 3rd down, Jeanty. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's good for a couple of yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Eagle. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
It's a design keeper for Milroe. He is not going to be able to reach that marker. Got it close, but it sets a foot and less than a yard now.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. This is Jeanty. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on fourth, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
Well, a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's on the in route. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Hand off to Tootin. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Lawrence looking to throw. Here's a screen for Tootin. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker, Brock. Play gets it up to the 43.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Pass caught. It's Hunter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Lisa 24.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short gain.
So that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. He's back to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't make that connection. And that brings up 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Rip, 24.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Hey.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Don't get this one to Brown. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that 1st down marker.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, run.
Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal. Tootin will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Setting up to pass. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The road to the Super Bowl has come down to this play. Need to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. And he brings it in. Touchdown! A big decision coming up for him now. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. He's got it over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
1st and 10 at the 47.
And there's the spike. 8 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Rowe from the gun. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Intended target, Dante Thornton Jr. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw. He has the first over the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. And postseason overtime no longer different from what we saw in the regular season. A touchdown on the opening drive doesn't end things. The other side's going to get a chance to retort. And if the game remains tied beyond that, then it is sudden death. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, it is next score wins. A couple of evenly matched teams atop the AFC, but only one can represent this conference in the Super Bowl. Overtime is underway. Okay, well, that one's over the 20. The landing. Zone and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Touchdown wouldn't win it, but no points on the drive, Brock. Could likely end it. It's 2nd down. Give now to the running back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Cannot afford a 3-and-out in this spot. Offense has to figure this out on 3rd down. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Genty. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 1.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right up the gut. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
We'll look later for that next 3rd down coming.
I took the billy